Hello and welcome back to the Football Terrace, another rating show for you. And this one, I've been excited all week about this. Arsenal's Invincibles versus Chelsea's 2005 record-breaking champions under Jose Mourinho. We are tiering the players tonight. And there are some great categories for them. There are some great categories. Make sure you hit that like button right about now, people, before we jump into this. We have overrated. We have good, we have top class, we have world class, and we have GOAT level available. GOAT level available for you. However, there is a twist. There is a twist to this. You can only have 2 GOATs maximum across both squads. 3 world class maximum above both squads. And 5 top class players maximum in top class. The rest going good and or overrated. The team tonight will be debating and ranking and tiering the players where they want them to go. But of course, we are going to give you the opportunity later on in the show to have your say. Same rules apply. £5, and you can move the player in any direction you want, 1 space. £20, put the player wherever you want. £50, you can move a player wherever you want and make a brand new tier. You get to name the tier live on the Football Terrace. Equally, £100. We've seen this happen. Man like Wilson has done this, and a few others have done it as well. £100, and you get to move a player permanently into a section that you want them in, unless somebody matches your bid. New tier tonight. If somebody equates and puts in a total amount or one-off payment of £500, they get to put the entire squad that they want into the dead category that we'll create for you. So if anybody really wants to stick it to a rival, they can get that done. Arsenal versus Chelsea. Let's introduce you to the panel this evening, people. Here we go. We've got a full panel tonight. Look at this. We've got Monster, Igal, Gem, Prime. We're a little bit light on Gooners. I know Kesh is on his way. He's going to be here a little bit later. So at the moment, Arsenal fans in the comment section, you've got to do your team proud. And it's an interesting one tonight because I'm also picking the players and I'm selecting who these individuals have got to pick and where we've got to put them. We're going to jump straight into this. And get ourselves started. We're starting with Monster. And Monster, first player, I'm going to give you Damian Duff.
Oh, Damian Duff. I would put him in. It's compared to he had a great season that season, but it's compared to GOATs over there. So I got to put him in just good.
I think that's pretty fair to start. And remember, you're comparing it. Yes, you're looking at their overall qualities, but it is almost peer for peer. Like you're comparing them across the section and the players that he's up against tonight. And Duff was a quality player, but I don't think anybody is going to be disagreeing with you on that one. Igal, you're going first for the Arsenal contingent, and I'm going to give you Torre.
Oh, Torre, that man right there. Oh, man, you can't put him in top class. I think he played almost every single game for us that season. I'm going to put him in good. He was really good for us that season.
Putting him in good. Fair enough. We're moving on nice and easy so far, putting him into good. Next up, we've got man like Gem. And Gem, I'm going to give you Petr Cech. So a nice big one to start with. Petr Cech, where are you putting him, Gem?
Petr Cech, in his first season, broke the record for the most clean sheets in goal. 21 clean sheets. The overall squad actually kept 25 clean sheets, which is another record broken by a Premier League squad. So for me, I think Petr Cech should be in world class, just for that season.
GOAT, man. GOAT.
Okay,
world class.
I thought you were going to put him in GOAT.
GOAT, bro.
So one of the 3 world-class positions, Gem, you want to be taken by Petr Cech.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Remember, we're going to be able to debate up and down as things go on. If people fight for one, and we'll do a bit of a democracy, we'll get people to vote. Of course, the audience can have their say as well. Let's go back to the board here. First world-class position has already been picked. You can see it there. Petr Cech in that position. Next up, we're going to go to Carefree Lewis. Carefree Lewis, I'm going to give you an Arsenal player here. I'm going to give you Perez.
Nice, cool. Perez, great player, but the agenda will run. Put him in overrated, please.
No.
The agenda will run. I remember the slander I saw here a few weeks ago. We're getting our payback. Move Perez to overrated. Thank you very much.
What I need to ask you, Lewis, here. I need to ask you here. Why would you put? Is that purely an agenda to put Perez in overrated, or what?
I will say this is purely an agenda. As a player, Perez was class. I will say that straight, and you can clip that and everything. He was class. But same way, I've seen agendas run down here. I know how it goes. I know he'll probably get pulled out of there sooner or later. So until then, I'm just going to put him in overrated because it's pleasing for me.
Wow. Adam Charles has joined us here as well. Adam, we're getting a bit of feedback from your end. You got any earphones, bro? I don't even know if Adam can hear me.
Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah,
he's trying to process it.
He's got Perez coming on that level. So we're going to go to the next one here. We're picking man like Indiana. Indiana, I'm giving you. Who am I going to give for you to pick? I made a note earlier who I wanted to give you, and now I can't remember who it was. So I'm going to give you Joe Cole to start with.
Joe Cole,
Top player.
top player, wasn't he? I'm still stuck on the Perez thing, man. I can't. I wanted Perez. He was
1 minute and we're already in. Let's go.
I can't. Trust me. He's better than good, isn't he? Joe Cole.
Top player.
Yeah, he's got to be a top player. He's got to go above. Yeah, above good. Good's too much.
Joey Cole,
top class. Yeah, I've got
remember, we're also basing it off that season.
Yeah,
basing it off that season.
That season. Yeah, I mean, there we go. Indiana's put him in there. We'll be able to debate that in a little bit. Make sure, viewers, you're hitting that like button. You're hitting that share button as well. It's very important to the Football Terrace that you do that. You get to have your say later on. You start getting your super chats in now if you want. You might want to save them until the list is a little more completed. But smash that like button. Nearly 1,000 people tuning in right now. Let's get this done. Next pick goes to man like Neeks. I'm going to give you, start with, Pereira.
Pereira.
Oh, no.
Pereira. I mean, let's be honest. He was easily the weakest of all the defenders that Chelsea had. I mean, it's not a slight. Chelsea conceded only 15 goals, but whether it was him, whether it was Jeremy, if they kept bloody Mario Melchiot, they would have still won the league and conceded the amount of goals. I'm putting him in overrated. He just happened to be a part of that defense.
No. God, you're joking.
He's lucky that he was a part of
my
defense.
legends, man. Respect my legends.
You sort of saying, like, I understand the logic.
Yeah.
He's overrated because he was kind of just carried by everybody else,
Basically, like, what did he actually do that season? Let's be honest.
Bro, he was listen. Paulo Ferreira was so solid, and not remember this is the same guy that came from that Porto team as well.
I know he did. Mourinho brought them more.
The guy was. He's like, what would you say? It's like how you guys will explain. What's his name? Michael Carrick. You know, he's not. No. They're not the same. They don't even play the same position. But what I'm saying is they're not aesthetically pleasing. Or they're not just blinging in your eyes, but they do their job solidly, and that's what Paulo Ferreira was for Chelsea. He was such a solid right back for us for years.
He was a very solid right back.
He ran the line and he didn't pull up any trees. I'm not saying that he has to at right back.
Neeks, 11 goals conceded in a season, mate.
That's the point I'm making. Well, because he was a part of that, we talk about like he was one of the best defenders. No, he just happened to be a part of that defense.
What I would say about him in terms of tiering these people, remember, we can only have 5 top class, 3 world class, 2 GOATs. His name is one that whenever I'm on socials, whenever a new right back, you know, we start doing like comparisons, how good Trent is, how good any right back is. I never hear this guy's name mentioned once, ever, even by Chelsea fans. His name comes up nowhere. I don't think it's unfair to put him in overrated at this point. I really do. I know a few people in the comments, Bros TV was here saying respect Robert Perez. Chelsea fan, put him in overrated. If you want to get him moved, Arsenal fans, remember all the guys get a trump card later. They can move a player up 1 or 2 places. That's going to be on you. We go now to Latimer's Prime. Latimer's Prime, I'm going to give you Freddie Ljungberg as your first pick, bro. Where are you putting Freddie Ljungberg?
Good.
What?
Good.
Damn it.
Bro,
I thought you said
put your
goal.
man glasses on, man.
Just a lot of players that we have in here, and due to the limited places, sorry, you can change it later if you want, but that's my pick.
No, I asked you why you wearing your mum's glasses, is what I said.
Oh, well, because I want to.
Are they your mum?
They are.
No,
Are they your
no, no,
They're
they're
girl
not. They're
glasses,
just glasses that I have.
No,
They're
they're
the
girl
shades
shaped
that I
glasses.
have.
They've got that shape, that little.
Remember Bet Lynch from Coronation Street? Bet Lynch from Curry.
I've never watched Coronation Street.
Idris Barlow.
I've never watched Coronation Street, but yeah.
You look like Doc Cotton, mate.
He's never watched Longberg either.
It looks like Doc Cotton in them glasses.
I'll have to add that to my list.
There we go. There we go. So that one's been picked. Right, I'm not having a pick this time round. It's gonna go to yourselves. Monstar's back on again. Monstar, this time round, I'm giving you Carvalho.
Carvalho.
Ooh. Rate wisely, bro.
Man.
Come on.
Man. Listen, I'm going to say something controversial. In that season, I would have picked him over John Terry. I can't lie to you. But just because of the longevity of some of the guys, I'm going to put him in top class.
Oh, bro.
I won't put him in world class.
Really?
I'll put him in top class, yeah.
Whoa!
Oh, I don't know about that.
Oh, you got goat as well, man. You got goat as well.
Nah, because
Nah.
like we got other players
I'm saying that's 3 down.
Yeah, but
He's better than that.
Listen, no. Think about it. We only have 5 places for GOAT and world class in it. Yeah, is he a GOAT compared to the likes of Henry, John Terry, Frank Lampard, blah blah? He's not. We have to be honest in it because they had longevity as well. Carvalho was a baller. I'll give him top class.
I love Carvalho.
There's places for the others. You know what I mean?
How many places do we have on the other 2 again?
5 in total.
5 in world
5 in
class.
the second and third categories.
Yeah, 5 in total.
Let me just say that again. So 5 in top class, 3 world class, and 2 GOAT. The reason I'm doing that is because otherwise it'd be a pointless debate and everyone's going to put everyone in world class. It's like pick the best 3 world class players, the best 2 GOATs. That's the idea.
Can I just say, Terry, I'm not the reason why I don't put him above there is because the spaces are limited. I'm not saying he's not a GOATed or world class player. The spaces are limited, so you have to be smart with where you got to put these.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie,
cool.
Monster. I actually think he was your best centre back for like those 2 seasons that year, and like better than. I think he was a better.
He was John Terry.
I think he was obviously not a Chelsea legend in the same way, but I think he's a better centre back.
He was awesome. World class.
I agree with Nice.
World class.
I agree with Nice.
I'm not saying put him GOAT because obviously that's a different level, but it has to be world for me.
Okay, all right. I'll put him in world class. Simple.
Yes, come on.
Well done, bro. That's what I want to see.
Look at that move to world class there. Carvalho moves into that position. Make sure you get your super chats ready, people. I know you all want to get involved. Next up, man like Igao. Igao, I'm giving you, this is going to throw the cat amongst the pigeons. I'm giving Igao Dennis Bergkamp.
Dennis Bergkamp that season did not play as much as we really wanted him to play. Let's be honest. He did not play that many games. He played 20. What was it? Out of all the games he could have played, he missed a third of the season, right? So based on that, I can't put him in world class. I would want to. I can't put him in legend because he didn't perform like a legend that season, but I would say top class.
Fair enough.
I think that's fair.
Dennis Bergkamp, and it you got. That's respect.
Yeah, it's. I thought you were going to go higher there. That's not as controversial as I thought. I think that's fair. That's well articulated. That's well put. Arsenal fans watching, do you agree or disagree? Let us know. Next up, Jem is your next pick, and Jem, I'm giving you. Who am I going to give you? Laurent.
I love Laurent, man. I love Laurent.
Put respect on him.
That's a real right back.
He was a very, 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 very good right back. Probably one of the best I've ever seen at Arsenal. I'm not going to lie. I think he needs to go in. This is tough now because there's some decent players still there as well. Crap. Can I see the list again, please, mate?
Yeah. Put it up on the screen for you. That's what we have so far. So you put him at the same level as Petr Cech and Carvalho?
No, I'm struggling between how many can we have in top class? 5, was it?
5. Remember, you can put them in there. We might move them later. You can put where you want to put him. You put him.
I think he was top class personally in his position. for a very long time. I'd say top class for him.
So we can put in top class.
Yeah.
That's 3 in there now already. This is a little bit like the chair section of the X Factor. Like, we're going to fill these chairs up. We're going to fill these chairs up, and then we're going to go from there. Hit the like and share button, people. Next pick goes to man like Carefree Lewis, and we are going to go with John Terry.
Ooh.
Okay, so we're going to go with the linchpin of the greatest defense in Premier League history. Then realistically, also the either PFA Player of the Season or Chelsea Player of the Season, one or the other. So I'm only going to put him in one position. All right, let me see. Actually, no, I'm going to hold that. Let me see the thing again, because I want to pick. I'm going to go for world class or greatest. I feel like we've got to leave the top one for Frank Lampard,
Yes,
or push for Petr Cech. So I'm going to put in world class with Carvalho.
Yeah.
World class John Terry.
Can I just clarify,
Yeah.
Terry? Is it 2 between the 2 teams or 2 per
No,
team?
no, you could have all 5 of the top positions could be Chelsea or Arsenal. That's what we're debating. That's what we're moving. So there's no set rule into it. So we currently now have the world-class categories free. So if anybody wants to put someone into world-class now, we have to kick someone out who's already in there. This is where it gets interesting, and this is where it gets a little bit spicy, a little bit jazzy. Hit that like and share button, ladies and gentlemen, right about now. Get your super chats in, because this is really going to heat up now. Next up, we have got Indiana. Indiana, you gave me a name earlier. Who was the person you wanted to pick?
Vieira.
That's who it was. I couldn't. So that's who we're going to next. Patrick Vieira, man like Indiana. Tell us where he's
naughty.
He's got to go world class for me. Yeah, I'm putting them in there. So Frank can't go in there. I like that. Premier League was at its best for me as a Man United fan when it was Roy Keane versus Vieira. Like, Vieira has to go in there. So,
but Lampard,
Indiana, we're not talking about your lifetime. We're talking about that season.
Guys, stop. So we can put him in world class, but who are you taking out, Indiana? That's the question. Who of the 3 are you taking out? And you get to do it.
Who's in there? I can't really see it. Who's the 3?
Cech, Carvalho, Terry.
I see your point now, monster.
You see my point now?
I'm taking Terry out.
Terry's
out.
Okay, listen. And where are you putting John Terry?
He's going in top class.
There we go. So he's going into top class, and you are putting Patrick Vieira into the world-class category. We've seen the first big move get made, ladies and gentlemen. Hit like buttons, hit share buttons, get yourselves involved. It's so hard. It's so
This
hard.
is horrible.
I hurt my hand.
So horrible.
Guys. When you move a player out of a position, you can move up or down because it's your choice. And then we get to the debate stage later. We're going to speed this up because we'll save the debate for later. We're going to go next into man like Neeks. And I'm going to save that one. I'm going to give you William Gallas.
Ooh. He balled out that season, you know.
He's always been quality.
Listen, William Gallas was a top defender because he could play centre back and left back. I think that year he was playing left back because obviously your centre backs who they are. Very, very good player, very versatile. You know, obviously that was before his Arsenal meltdown. So I am gonna put him in. Wait, which ones are unlimited?
Good and overrated.
I'll put him in good.
When you start looking at the personalities you're sharing it with, it makes a lot of sense. But viewers tuning in who are already melting down, remember, we get to the debate later. For now, get the comments in and we can get this done. Next up, we have man like Prime. Prime, I'm giving you Claude Makaleli. Wow. Makaleli. This is like so amazing. These teams are we ain't got Premier League teams like this now.
Legends.
Claude Makaleli. Remember, there's no spaces in world class unless you move someone, and there's one place left in top class. Where are you putting Claude?
Prime.
It's got to be top class.
Can I see the list? List, please.
Where are you? So every room are you ever in is echoey, bro. Go on, tell me where's he going, bro? Let's speed this up. Where's he going?
Top class.
Top class. There we go. Top class. Oh, it's always a hard one, but we know how good a player called Makaleli was. Next up, we're going back to Monster. And Monster, I'm giving you this time round,
Give me Frank.
I'm going to give you Ashley Cole.
Oh man.
God.
Bruv, this is tough. I'm throwing him in GOAT. I'm sorry. The best left back to ever grace the Premier League. I'm sorry. I gotta give him GOAT. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You can move him, anyone can move him. But for now, I gotta give him GOAT. I've got to.
Monster. You're thinking about longevity. Think about that season.
He pulled out that season though.
Bro, it was that season that made you not want to buy him.
Exactly.
Made you not tap him up.
What are you not talking about?
Nah, all right.
There's one player that should be in front of him, mate. That's what I'm
Deirdre, what
saying.
are you talking about, Deirdre? What's the matter, Deirdre? Come on, Deirdre. We're going to go to the next pick now. We're going to go to Igal. And Igal, I'm giving you Didier Drogba. Where are you putting Didier Drogba, Igal?
I can hear the slum already.
Listen. Chelsea fans, remember, your own fan base were against this guy. He came in for 25 million when he came in. And that season, people were booing him at times. People were not supporting him. Let's be honest. Didier Drogba that season was average. The other striker you had actually outscored him in the league. Let's be honest. He scored 14 goals, the guy from Iceland. So Didier Drogba that season played what? 26 games, got 10 goals. The biggest job he had the whole game was get that header, bring the ball down, and give it to other people. And he was not a striker. Let's be honest. He's overrated.
Yeah. He got put faith in that season.
You've been hurt by Drogba.
In that season, he was overrated.
He was overrated. We're talking about one individual season. We're not talking about.
I love it. I love it.
Even the next season,
I was enjoying every word of that.
I love it.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I need a girl to ride. I need a girl to make my wife. I need a girl who's mine, oh mine. I need a girl in my life. I need a girl to ride. I need a girl to be my wife. Nobody else, she's all mine. I need a girl.
Yeah. Yo, I'm internationally known on the microphone.
But Didier Drogba and overrated. I really respect that. Hit the like and share button, people. Next up is Jem. I'm giving you Sol Campbell.
Baller.
He is, but compared to what's on there, I'm throwing Sol. I'm going to be honest. I'm throwing Sol Campbell in good. That's it. I'm done.
Wow. Sol Campbell in good. He was the best in the world.
High standards this
Don't forget. You guys might have. How many goals did you guys concede? 15, right? We only conceded 26.
9 open play goals.
We only conceded 26 goals that season.
Yeah, I know, but he's not better than our defenders, mate. Still.
Come on.
Sol Campbell.
Standards too high, bro. No. The standard's too high.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. That season, Sol Campbell, I would have taken him over John Terry.
No,
in 2004-05.
No,
I would.
Good.
Invincible season.
We're going to come to the debate a little bit later. Carefree Lewis is next, and I'm giving him to. We've already given him to you. Next one, Jens Lehmann.
Okay. Can I take a look at the chart again?
Yeah, bro. Jens Lehmann. Where's he going?
Okay, cool. Quality goalkeeper. Again, the standards are really high. I'm trying to figure out where I would put him. I could put him in top class. I don't think I would dash him into good. Do I keep the bias going, though, or do I run the agenda? I might drop the agenda one more time, to be honest.
Run it back, Lewis. Run it back.
Run the agenda? Cool, yeah. Let's dash Jens Lehmann in overrated, because I just want to see the comment section fume again.
Yeah, Lehmann's world-class season didn't come to the Champions League the next season. That's when he was world-class. But before that...
Agenda or no agenda, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I'm not mad at that overrated, because
it won't be until the next season.
Cool, you might not agree as well.
For the next 2 seasons.
I don't know what the viewers are thinking, but that's where we're at with that one. Right, next pick is with Indiana. There's only 4 left here. I'm going to give you Gilberto Silva.
going in good. He's going in good. Looking at everybody else, he's got going good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree with you on that one. Neeks, your next pick, bro. I'm giving him to you. I think we know where he's gonna go, but Thierry Henry.
Overrated. Overrated. He's overrated.
The absolute king. You know why he's the king? Because even in the generation we're in now, where everyone only looks at stats, his stats stack up. So when you want to look at the eye test or the stats, he covers all bases. He's the ultimate striker. I mean, his heading wasn't great, but he's the ultimate forward. He did it all for Arsenal. Let's be honest. He got 30 goals, I think, in the league that season. Nobody even got half of that amount. I think Perez was on about 14. The best player, the greatest player ever to grace the Premier League, without a shadow of doubt in my mind. And he was the thorn in Man United's side over and over again. I think, for me, he's the only person who is without a doubt, and everyone would agree, the GOAT on this list. Everything else is up for debate. Thierry Henry as a GOAT.
He still holds the record for the assists as well, isn't it?
On the year before, 2003, he got 20 plus goals and 20 plus assists.
So he's in that GOAT category. I don't think anyone's going to disagree with that. Next up, you actually get one of the last picks. Monster, I'm going to you on this one. Where are you putting Arjen Robben?
Arjen Robben, he would be top class, but it's already filled up. I don't think there's anyone there to remove for Arjen Robben. Wait, who's the first person in top class? I can't see him.
Joe Cole.
First Chelsea player. Oh, yeah. Remove Joe Cole, put him in good, and put Arjen Robben.
God.
Yes.
God.
There you go. And Arjen Robben has been moved into top class. And so final pick goes to you, Igal. You've got two Arsenal players in GOAT. Where are you putting Frank Lampard?
Oh,
Frank Lampard, bro.
Go on, Igal. You know what to do.
By the way, just to throw this out there, Igal, you might not know, he was voted came second in World Player of the Year that season.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Only behind Ronaldinho.
And also, just quickly, he scored the winning goal for us as well to win the Premier League.
So on this, guys, one sec. So what I'm saying here is you've got two Arsenal players in GOAT. Are you gonna take an Arsenal player out of GOAT and put Frank Lampard in there? What are you gonna do? Where's he going?
I'm taking Carvalho out of world class and I'm putting Lampard in world class.
No.
What? Wow. Carvalho out of World Cup, but where are you putting Carvalho? Because is he going
I'm putting Carvalho in good. I'm not putting him in top class.
And then
you don't know football, man.
World class.
Wait, but who's in top class?
Top class is Bergkamp, Laurent, John Terry, Claude Makelele, and Arjen Robben.
No. Put Arjen Robben in good and put thing. Because Arjen Robben, let's be honest, he was not amazing that season. He was amazing in Bayern.
He was injured a lot.
What? He was just injury, bro.
No, but he was injured a lot.
No.
He only started
Let's be honest. He played a lot on both wings. He didn't just play on the right.
So what about Bergkamp?
Whenever he played, he balled out.
What about Bergkamp?
No, bro.
Nah.
Frank Lampard.
Guys. You guys can talk what you want.
Okay.
Guys, what we're going to do now, viewers, you can now have your say. You can now move players wherever you want. You know the rules. £5, any player up or down. £20, you can move any player to any category you want. £50, so a cumulative or a single payment. You can create your own tier and place a player in there. If you put in £100, people have done that. You can permanently move a player unless somebody matches your bid to get them out. And if you can afford it, and if you go for it, £500, you can put the whole of any squad you want or any players you want into the Jowl category that we'll create for you. You can get that going right now. There has been a few super chats I'm going to go to first, and these guys are going to get their trump card moves as well in a few moments. First one says, sending my super chat in now, as I know you Chelsea fans will conduct them nonsenses. You better put Henry in the right position. I'll be watching. Henry is in the right position. I don't think any Chelsea fan has the bottle to move Thierry Henry. Not one. No trump card, no viewer. No one has the bottle to remove Thierry Henry. We've got another one here from Stephen that says this is not about their individual careers. It's just 1 year. You're absolutely right. So Alex here says, FYI, Drogba scored in every final apart from Moscow. Came back won it for Chelsea. Yes. How does UEFA Champions League? How many Champions Leagues did Henry win for Arsenal? None. But that's not what this is based on. This is based on the 2004 season and the 2005 season, how they did in that year. But if you want to move Drogba out of that category, you can get that done right about now. We're going to go to you guys for your trump cards here. We're going to go in reverse order and start with Prime. Prime, who are you picking and where are you moving the individual to?
Makelele in world class, put Vieira to top class. Thank you.
So you want to say that to me again? You want to put Makelele in world class and move Vieira down to top class?
Yes, please. Thank you.
There, I like that.
It's the Makelele role for a reason.
Yes, bro.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Hang on. Lampard didn't come second in the Ballon d'Or after Prime. Disrespect.
After Prime Ronaldinho, we say.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I get it. I misread what he said there. No, I understand that. Next up with their trump card is going to be Neeks. Who you moving and where you moving him to?
I am. Oh, this is not easy. So we got world class. Sorry. This is you know what? I'm moving Lampard to GOAT. And
thank you.
Actually, no, I'm not. I'm moving Vieira to world class, and I'm moving Makelele back.
Makelele's gone straight back down again. Straight.
You can't respect Vieira, man. Respect Vieira.
Respect Makelele.
On that season, Makelele
role, bro. That's what we've got to say.
He revolutionized that role.
He did. But I mean,
in that season,
I think they both.
No, it was before that. When he was at Real Madrid, he was already. That was already
but we're talking about when he came to the Premier League. He revolutionized.
I do get that. We'll go to. There's a message for you guys in the private chat. So go check it out for me, please. Next up is going to be Indiana with his trump card move. Who you picking and where they're going?
Whose turn is it?
It's Indiana's turn.
He's not. He's on mute. I can't hear you, bro. You've muted yourself.
Oh, sorry. Are we doing both sides? Which team was better? Are we doing that at all, or just the players?
It's ranking the players more than anything else.
Okay. Should I do it?
Do it.
I'm doing it. Okay, I'll do it. Thierry Henry overrated. Doing it.
Wow.
Oh, beat me too.
Can't move somebody down
Why
that
not?
many ranks.
Why not?
What?
Just
you're putting Thierry Henry into overrated?
Yeah,
Damn,
because you know what? The reason,
I love this. Let's play. Come on.
The reason is because I asked if we were doing both teams, right? I've had enough of hearing about Arsenal and the Invincibles. I've had enough. If we're not doing both teams, then I've got to at least put Thierry Henry in there. So that's why I'm doing it.
I hear you. Why do you think Henry's overrated, though?
Overrated.
That's my reasoning, because I can't pick the Invincibles to go in overrated because we're not doing it on team. So I'm picking Thierry Henry.
I'm so confused. It's based on that season, Indiana. It's not based on the player's career.
Egal, listen to me. I'm putting Thierry Henry in overrated. That's where he's gone.
How are you putting a man who's
He even explained why. It's not about.
No, he never explained nothing.
Let me explain again. Okay, I've had enough of hearing about the Invincibles. Right?
12 draws.
We're not picking the teams which one was better. If we were picking that, I'd put the Invincibles in there because I've had enough of hearing about it, right? And Arsenal fans are still talking about it to this day. Because I can't do that, this might be my only chance to get at Arsenal fans. So Thierry Henry is going in overrated. That's what's happening.
I get that,
bro.
By the way, guys,
this is blasphemy. This is a disgrace, like Grubber said. This is a disgrace. You can't do that. This is the greatest ever player to ever play in the Premier League. Not only that, the man got 20 plus goals, 20 plus assists the next season. He scored 30 goals last season.
Ronaldo was better than him. I'm sorry.
This is a disgrace. Never.
He's not that good, Egal. Calm down, mate.
No.
You
guys are absolutely.
Guys, just give me a second, please.
Prime, give me some salt, please.
Guys, please stop for a second. I need you to stop. Prime, I want to let you speak, but you're so echoey, it ruins the sound. Like, legitimately, I can't hear anything else that's going on. I don't know where you are. It sounds like you're in the town hall. I don't know where. I mean it. We've got chat here from Daniel that says move Makaleli to GOAT because the role named after him. Daniel here moving Makaleli to GOAT because there is a space now in there that's opened up because Thierry Henry has been put into the overrated category by my guy there. So next up, we're going to be...
Sorry, can I just say quickly? Sorry.
Yeah,
there's a few comments in the chat and the monster kind of just slipped one in like nobody realized about Ronaldo being greater than Thierry Henry. Ronaldo is, let's say, the best player ever to play in the Premier League in terms of what he's done after the Premier League. He also played in the Premier League in that sense. But in their time in the Premier League, in terms of their time in the Premier League, Henry did much more than Cristiano Ronaldo. Because listen, I'm a Man United fan. So I if I wanted to put Ronaldo there, I could easily do it. He scored 42 goals.
Wait, hold on.
Let Nick's finish a minute.
He scored 42 goals in 2008. I understand that. And that season is up there with Henry's greatest season, which was 2003, where you got 20 plus goals and 20 plus assists. But Thierry Henry did it consistently from pretty much his first year after about 11 games, right up until when he left. Ronaldo's first few years, obviously he's 18 years old, it is what it is, but he weren't killing it.
You know what I would say to a little rebuttal on that? Like, I think Henry's amazing. With Ronaldo, though, those 3 years, like 07, 08, 09, Ronaldo was so good. He was the main in that he won World Player of the Year. We won 3 back-to-back Premier League titles. Not mainly due to him, but like he was a big part of that. He won a Champions League. And the one thing I would say, as great as Henry was, he could never get his team to win back-to-back titles, and he could never win a Champions League. If we're talking like overall in the Premier League, Ronaldo definitely has a shout. Best player to ever play in the Premier League, 100% Cristiano Ronaldo, no doubt about it.
Yeah, the best, not the greatest for me.
I do hear that. We're gonna go.
To be fair,
we're gonna go to the next trump card pick here, and we're gonna go to Carefree Lewis. Who you picking and where you putting him?
Who's left in world class, by the way? I can't really see.
You've got Patrick Vieira, Frank Lampard, Petr Cech.
Nice. Seeing as we're doing this debate about Chelsea 04 or 05 against the Invincibles, and I think Chelsea 04 or 05 wipes the floor over this side. Yep. I'm going to take Didier Drogba out of overrated, and can we switch in with Patrick Vieira, please?
What?
Wow. That's too much.
You've got Vieira.
Yeah, that looks a lot better now.
There's Vieira and Henry currently in overrated.
Don't forget Perez.
And Perez there as well. I am going to actually do this as we're going to talk about the both teams in a little while later on in this debate while people are getting their super chats in. Comment here from Monza says, Campbell move to top class and replace Bergkamp. If there was a manager category, Mourinho would be in there over Wenger. We all know this. Mourinho is a much better manager than Wenger. We'll get into that debate a little bit later. So we're taking Sol Campbell out of top class and replacing him Bergkamp. Bergkamp's going down to just good. But there we go. That's been done. Super chat has been made. Next,
I agree.
Next up with their trump card is Jem. Jem, who are you picking and where are you moving him to?
Lampard, switch with Ashley Cole. I'm done.
Fair enough.
He's got to be there, man. He's got to be. I'm sorry.
Arsenal fans Arsenal are getting whipped in this at the minute. Arsenal fans, you're getting whipped. Where are you? Are you not backing your team here, Gooners? Where you at? Where you at? Next up is going to be your gal with his trump card. Who you moving and where?
I gotta restore order to the world. I gotta restore order to the world. I'm bringing Thierry Henry back where he belongs. You know what? Just to be salty, I'm taking Frank Lampard. Put him in overrated.
That's ridiculous.
Should have done a gal first, Terry.
Penalty merchant.
This is for a reason.
Lampard is a penalty merchant. You're right. He's overrated. Scholes and Gerrard were better.
I didn't think we'd get down to the last Trump pick and we'd have Claude Makelele and go. I didn't expect that. If I'm being honest. Monster, who are you going to go with? Who's your Trump card going to be for? Who you moving away, putting them?
Can I see the list again?
Of course you can.
Oh, man.
Swap them back.
I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be honest, because I'm a football fan first, also a Chelsea fan. But I'm gonna put Lampard in world class because you can only trade, and I've got to put Drogba in that season. He was overrated. He was dead that season.
Wow. Drogba back down there. Look at that. That's how it finishes. I might throw myself a little track. Look at Igal, look how excited he is.
Yes, man, yeah. Let's get it. That's my guy.
Igal looks like he just got a letter accepting him into band. Do you know what I mean? I mean, we have a super chat here. This is an interesting one from Sir Alex. It says, "Can we stop calling them invincible? They went unbeaten in one competition, not all four. They lost more games that season than the 99 treble team," which is true. The Invincibles tag, it is getting a little bit tiresome now. When I was doing some research into these shows, I must have gone on to 442.com and 90 Min and those are different football websites. And they listed and ranked like the best Premier League champions of all time. Do you know that on every list, the 99 Man United team always consistently gets put into overrated, where the Invincible team is always top 2 or 3? And what they always say in their comments is like Arsenal, like sort of were groundbreaking in the Premier League, where that Man United team, yes, we know they won 2 other major trophies that year, but in fact, their actual Premier League performances were poor. And I'm like, well, if you put all your eggs into one basket, it's so much easier to be good in that one competition. And it's just so much disrespect. And it does, like the bitterness comes out of me.
They got knocked out to bloody Wayne Bridge in the Champions League.
Yes, they did.
I remember that.
Chelsea.
Guys, we've got it. We've got Daniel's now topped himself up to £50.
Yes, come on.
Yes, bro. That's
and
what
he's
I'm
putting
saying.
Thierry Henry in jail. Frank Lampard. Put Henry in jail for the disrespect to Frank Lampard. Sorry, I misread that. So that is happening now. Arsenal fans, where are you? Your main man's in jail, bruv. He's going to prison. Where you at?
I think Zane must be in jail because he ain't been there for a minute.
Yes, I don't blame him.
I've given people warning. This show is happening. This show is coming. But let me ask you guys a question. Debate out while I'm doing this. Who out of these two teams is the most iconic in Premier League history? Chelsea's 05 or the Invincibles? Igal, start that debate for me.
Honestly, I think it's definitely when you think about Chelsea, you think about the 2 seasons when they won back-to-back and how many clean sheets they had and how they performed at home. When you think about one iconic season, you mentioned this Arsenal team, you mentioned the Man United team, the treble winning side. You don't mention Chelsea's individual season. You mentioned 2 seasons. So when you think about this team for this season alone,
what are you talking
it has
about?
to be Arsenal.
You're right, Igal. You're right. Igal.
When you mention Chelsea, you mentioned 2 seasons. You mentioned a window of 2 seasons. You don't mention the one season.
Igal, you do that because we retained. Igal, that's due to the fact that we retained our title.
You lot, wait. You lot made your. Am I wrong when I say that gold trophy they talk about was made by Arsenal themselves? They didn't. Did the Premier League give them the gold trophy?
You gave it to Wenger.
They didn't give you a gold trophy. You made one yourself and paraded it. How disrespectful to do that to yourself. You had 12 draws. You got kicked out of the league in the Champions League against Chelsea, bro. Your team, that team was overrated. You can't compare
12.
So you like to compare it with Man United. A whole season is not just the Premier League, you know.
Don't be comparing with Man United.
Man United. That's embarrassing.
Don't do that.
I think it's
don't do that.
What I find really interesting about the whole Invincibles thing is I get that you always look at a singular season and how good they are. And yeah, everyone knows my thoughts. Multiple trophy winning seasons for me are always more impressive because you're balancing 2 competitions plus. And Chelsea, if I'm not mistaken, in 05, they won the League Cup as well.
Double.
It's not a double. It's not a double.
Double, bro. Don't go there.
No, it's not a double. That's the double is the FA Cup and the Premier League. But the point is, I hate when Chelsea. I remember when Liverpool did that when they won like the FA Cup, the League Cup and the UEFA Cup, and they tried calling it a treble. Honestly, it gave me hired. Like, don't use that name. Like, words are important. But I feel like, if you don't win 2 trophies in a season, I almost feel like you can't even enter the conversation for the best Premier League teams of all time anyway. So I think about Man United's treble winning team, and I think about our 08 team that won the Champions League. Those are the top 2 because they won multiple trophies. The next thing I look at is, could you retain it? Like great teams. So when you compare the 05 team and the Invincibles team, another little side note is always the 05 Chelsea team retained it the next year, where you guys didn't. You guys were not average the next season, but it fell away. So for me, and your team, yeah. So I would always go with Chelsea 05 team being better. Chelsea's 05 team also scared me. Chelsea's 05 team was. I know they lost.
They broke records.
But they were more. How do I say this? Like it was like the Terminator hunting you down, like the fear. You ever one of them dreams where you've got like a Terminator character hunting you down? That's how it made me feel. With Arsenal, although they went unbeaten, they look vulnerable in so many of their games that year. I didn't go, I'm scared of Arsenal next year.
But Terry, let me ask you this though. What would you say is the best rivalry in Premier League history in terms of teams?
It could be
that's Man United Arsenal.
Okay, Man United Arsenal. So that's the team that Arsenal were fighting with every other year they won the league. So 98 when they won the double, they had to then compete against Manchester United to retain it. 2002 when they won the double, they had to come against Manchester United to retain it. When Chelsea won in 04-05, Man United finished third in 04, third in 05, and then obviously we were rebuilding when you won it in 06, and then we came back and won it. So there's also that in terms of it was difficult for Wenger to retain it because Ferguson and them man were on smoke.
And that's a great point. But this is where my trump card up to that would be. But Arsenal fans say that's the greatest ever team. So if the 04 team is the greatest ever team, the argument about we didn't retain because Fergie was so good or Jose was so good, it makes no sense. If you're the greatest ever team, you should have had no problem retaining because you're telling me that you're better than the 99 team that did it 3 times on the bounce. You're better than Chelsea team that did it twice, the Centurions that did it twice. If you really are the greatest, you retain it. You weren't the greatest. You had a very good team that year. You went unbeaten mainly because of Perez diving. Like, true. Like, I would pick Chelsea's 05 team as a scarier and more potent team than the Invincibles had. In fact, I think Arsenal's double winning team in 1998 was better than the Invincibles team.
I agree. I actually agree.
They're lucky Van Nistelrooy didn't score that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know.
It's true. Saved their ass.
Where was Chelsea? Where was Chelsea on that table? They were second, but we
were second. Yeah.
Your mob was behind us. Where when we were
11 points,
we came in second against you guys. We were a lot closer. Let's be honest.
You were 12 points behind us.
You were never
behind us, bro.
You were never close.
You were never behind us, bro.
You weren't challenging. Stop.
Hang on, guys. We've got a super chat here from Ndumbele. Says put Dennis Bergkamp in overrated. The man done a U-turn in his career.
Come on.
He's even better than Phil Foden in this era. Bum.
Bye.
Yeah, he's being moved now. There he goes down to overrated.
Invincibles drew 5 of their last 9 games. Just want to add that point as well.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, you have to remember they did that because the league was wrapped up and they were going for obviously the target of going unbeaten. But they were far and away, as much as the Chelsea team in 95, that got 95 points, as much as the Man City team that got 100, they were far and away like the best team that year. So I think
same thing with Chelsea though. Like we
that's what I'm saying.
That's the
point I'm making. So the draws, the 5 draws at the end, they were that far ahead that they could draw 5 just to go for the record.
Yeah, when we won the league title as well, we won the rest of our games after that. The motivation levels were still up. So that's not really an excuse to me.
The point I'm making is that's why I don't focus on the 12 draws, because the 12 draws for me is inconsequential. If they went for a win in all those last 9 games or whatever, then they may have lost 1 and won 7, and you'll say, all right, they got more points. But I'm like, they were going for the target of unbeaten. That's why they got.
That's why my point where it's a bit of a cloak. I don't think that's what makes it what makes a more dominant season. It's a points tally for me.
This is what I'm about to say to you, right? Listen, right? They won 26 games and drew 12. Yeah, they didn't lose any, and they accumulated 90 points in that season. Yeah, 90. Chelsea's 05 season, right? We played 38 games. We won 29 of them, so we won more than them. We drew less than them. We drew 8, but we lost 1, and we got 95 points in the season. Now, if we didn't lose that game, yeah, exactly. If we didn't lose that game, that would have blown the Invincibles away.
Yeah, I think points, guys, I think points totals are important. They are, and how many games you win and record. Those records are great, but they're sort of contextual to the overall quality that's kind of surrounding you in any one particular season. That's why I kind of look at it as: did you retain and did you win multiple trophies that year? When you win multiple trophies, you're showing your dominance across multiple competitions at the same time. So, an example always be Man United's points total in 1999. Wasn't particularly great. I have a feeling that when we came second to City in Jose's second year, we actually had more points than
99 we got 79, and under Jose we got 81.
Can I ask you guys a question?
So one more second, let me finish my point. So I think we're in those kind of situations where like points totals are important, but it's contextual. In like 1998, 99, there were a hell of a lot of good teams in the Premier League. We could see teams this year where a team wins a title with high 70, low 80 points because there seems to be this kind of much of a muchness and lots of people doing madness at the minute as an example. So I don't totally look at points total. I look at multiple winning. Start with Liverpool. I think they're a brilliant team under Klopp. But all this premature talk about them being on par with like other great teams. For me, I want to see Liverpool win 2 trophies in the season before you even start to compare them to Chelsea's 05 team, any of Man United's great sides. The Man City team that we've taken recently won like domestic trebles. Until you start doing that, you're not as good as them, in my opinion. We're going to add Kesh to the stream now as well. Kesh, what are you saying, bro?
You all right, mate? I'm
good. I'm all good. We've got some super chats here to do first. First one from Ndombele says Arsenal fans are broke. They are saving up for their Awar bid in January. Harry Kane could be in jail. Free your guys. Ha ha ha. Move Ljungberg to overrated. Freddie Ljungberg is now being moved down as well.
Battered.
The whole 11 might as well be there at this point.
They're doing it. They're doing it now. Chelsea 05 lost 1 game to an unlucky Anelka penalty.
I remember that.
Leslie says that Arsenal team went 49 games unbeaten. That spans across 3 seasons. Terry's so salty.
Stop it.
What? I mean, it did.
It did, but you lot, that unbeaten record is overrated, bro.
We don't mean anything.
12
doesn't. That's what I was going to say.
Guys, let me just address Leslie. I respect the super chat. It spans over 3 seasons where you won 1 Premier League. It don't make sense. You would, Kesh, let me ask you this question, bro. Would you have rather have gone no more than 5 games unbeaten in that same period, but won 2 or 3 Premier League titles? Or would you rather have the 49 game unbeaten and 1 Premier League?
I think I'll rather have the 49. Reason being,
no.
Reason being, no. Let me explain. Reason being, you still got the opportunity to go and do that again.
Only an Arsenal fan would say that.
No team will ever do this.
Premier League. You're
No, not this what I'm saying.
Wait,
unless it's a Champions League, I wouldn't take it. But if you're talking League Cup and FA Cup, I wouldn't take that over the league.
I get that. So you're telling me you'd rather have 1 Premier League in the 49 game unbeaten run over a 30 game unbeaten run, but 2 Premier League titles?
Retaining. Oh, no.
That was my question.
I thought you meant
domestics.
Honestly, you scared me.
Terry, do you know what as well? Yeah, their old manager said he would trade that Invincible season for Champions League.
No, of course. That's what you meant.
Battered. Arsenal are getting battered. Moving Vieira to Diao, sat in Roy Keane's shadow.
Terry.
If you want to be honest, Chelsea. That 2005 Chelsea, Man United that title because we broke Arsenal when we beat them 2-0. Their 49 game unbeaten run, they were about 5 or 6 points clear of you lot, and we beat them, and they went on this downward spiral. So half of that title's ours. So Jose won 1.5 in 2 years. Half of that's ours. I'm taking that. I don't care.
That was one of my when we beat Arsenal in that game, like. That's one of my moments as a football fan of just, I think I was on cloud 9 for about 3 weeks after we beat them because it was just like ending that run, ending the unbeatenness, and then the salt that came after it because we all know when Rooney dived.
Van Nistelrooy scored a penalty to make up.
Wait, didn't the referee to Man United?
Mike Riley was in
Arsenal in that game.
Mike Riley was in our pocket. Mike Riley was in our pocket.
Robbed Arsenal.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is for me? Right, I'm just sick of hearing about this Invincible season.
It's overrated. I
am so overrated.
This is what I'm saying. They all need to go and overrate.
Overrated.
It is overrated.
Chelsea's overrated.
Stop talking about it.
Guys,
wait.
Put them all in jail. All of them.
One sec. Stop shouting over each other. I had a super chat from Monster Ahmed. He does say unbeaten runs don't mean anything. Emery went 22 games unbeaten. Didn't mean it was a good thing. Move Emery to overrated. Can't see him in Gal. They've been moved out of Gal and he's been.
Wait. Where have you put Thierry? Wait. Wait, what?
Ridiculous.
Wait, KJ,
we didn't do that.
Terry, that was a 50 super chat. So you can't do it.
Wait. Can I see that again, Terry? I didn't get a good glimpse.
Prime, you can move. It's only the £100 super chats where you can't move it. If it's a create, and then you can. That's it there. So in fairness, when you look at this here,
What?
guys, one sec. If you actually look at it, the only ones that I think are outrageous that we put in those positions, Drogba was put in overrated by us. Perez was put in overrated by us. Robert was in good as an example. Like the ones that you go, I mean, John Terry being in top class, I thought he'd be above Ashley Cole. I really, really did. For how good he was. But that's where it's at. That's where it's at right now. You've got some time to get your moves in, people, if you want to get people moved around.
Can I say Perez? I think we stayed over this Perez thing. Like, how have we missed? Like, we've allowed this Perez agenda to just stand, and no one's debated it. Perez,
I did.
Perez world class.
Yeah, he's going to be up there.
I said I only put him in there for agenda purposes.
I know.
No one's taking him out.
Everyone just forgot it and left it.
Who?
I know.
Who? I don't know who we're talking about.
Robert Perez.
Oh, Robert Perez. Sorry, I thought I just missaid.
Inside forwards, this like we play these 4-3-3s, and your inside forwards are your goal scorers. Perez was played in a 4-4-2. I know Arsenal played very attacking. It was a 4-4-2 on the left-hand side. He was like one of the first inside forwards from such a deep position to get 14 goals and about 10 assists. That is unbelievable.
That's the same amount of goals as Lampard that season, by the way. So everyone's.
Lampard was the second best player in the world
Lampard,
that season, bro.
Overrated.
The second best.
Overrated. I want to speak about Robert Perez. Just speak about Robert Perez for a second. Like, this is again, Gal, you won't know this because no disrespect, you weren't watching football back at these points, and a lot of the youngsters weren't either. And I mean it in I'm not even being salty. I mean it in a genuine way. Wide players didn't score 14 goals a season back then. That was abnormal. I've got a trump card and I didn't use it. I can only move him up one play. Actually, I can move him anywhere. I'm gonna take him and I'm gonna move Perez into top class, because I think that's fair. Because for me, Robert Perez, he shouldn't be in that position because anyone that thinks he's overrated doesn't understand football back then, because wide players scoring that level of goals is unprecedented. That's why when people look at Ryan Giggs and say he's not as good as Mane because he was only getting 4 or 5 goals a season, that was normal for a winger that weren't taking free kicks. Like 14 goals from Perez, out of this world. We've got a few more super chats that have come in here that we're going to go to. First one from Ndombele says, Bergkamp to Jow, the man done one turn in his career. Over Bergkamp. There we go. I can't help it.
But that season, let's be honest though, let's be honest here. Let's be honest. That season, Bergkamp didn't even have the best season, bro. Are we lying when we say that?
21 games. Let's be honest.
He didn't. Exactly. He deserves to be an overrated or whatever, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very true. It's very true.
Yeah, coming in late, this whole thing is a disgrace, fam. What the hell is this?
I said that.
Money talks, KJ. Money talks.
Can I have my trump card, please?
Yes.
Have your trump card.
Yeah. Don't be touching Henri.
Oh, Henri ain't going in jail. Get him out of jail, fam.
Where's he going?
Put him world class.
Fifth. Oh, whoa.
Wait,
Guys, I'm muting you. Stop shouting over each other. KJ, what is your question, bro?
Is it only one move that I've got?
No, you can move him anywhere. Move him anywhere.
Oh, you run. Goat's taking up. Wherever the highest he can go without taking up a space, fam. Like
you can move. You can move people out.
That's good then.
But I can't move any. I can't move one out of Goat because there's only 2 goats.
You can. So you can put Henri wherever you want, and then you can put the player you're moving out wherever you want. So the idea would be you could put Henri into Goat and then take out Lampard and put him in top class, and then take out Ashley Cole and put him in top class. There's a space in top class, so it's complicated, but it's easy.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, cool. Yo, put Henri in Goat, fam. He's the greatest export from in British history. Yo, you see Lamps, yeah? Just to piss them off, yeah. We'll whack him in jail then. Straight strop. You know what I'm saying? Straight strop, baby.
Guys, we've got a massive super chat here. Maria Williams with £50 put Sol Campbell in jail. Maria, full disclosure, Maria Williams is a Tottenham fan. He's been put in jail. So there's some basic top class.
Wait.
Look at that.
Maria.
Oh, hang on. We've got another super chat here from Stephen that says, put Drogba in jail. Poor man's Dwight York.
You're right.
Fair enough. He didn't have the best season.
He didn't. He was poor that season. Yeah.
Dwight York came to Man United and went,
No. Hang on.
Oh my gosh, no way.
Daniel gets to put him back in jail because of how much he spent. He's on like 60 quid, so he can move him wherever he wants.
Yes.
Back
Daniel.
to jail.
Yes, bro.
So Henry's
Big
been
up,
moved
Daniel.
back. Chelsea fans are not having it. Chelsea fans are not letting
Backing
Thierry
us.
Henry be in the GOAT position. It isn't going to happen. But there's no gooners in here really fighting for him. Do you know what I mean?
That's
How
surprising.
Arsenal can't even afford Aouar? How can they afford to move their players? Come on.
Where's Zane at, man? Where's Zane?
This has surprised me, you know. I really thought the Invincibles, the Arsenal fans would all come out and be backing their
Yeah.
players. This is supposed to be the greatest side in Premier League history, so I'm told by Arsenal fans. They're not even coming out and backing their players.
Well, they won the
truth. They know
They won
the
the gold.
gold.
They won
They
a
saw
gold
it-
trophy that they made.
Wait,
so,
wait.
no.
Also, I've got a question for you guys. No Makalele, yeah, he's in the GOAT category, yeah. Are you guys not moving him because you basically think it's Kante? You know what I mean? There are two separate people, but
No,
like,
it's
you
not
man,
Kante.
that was.
Wait, hold on.
JJ.
No. I'm not saying-
He's
Wait,
better than Kante.
no.
I agree.
Let me wait. Yeah, I haven't finished yet. Jesus, relax yourself, bro. Kante, yeah, he's that nice looking guy. He's a nice, humble. Everyone loves him right now. He's not Makalele though. Like you can move Makalele. Don't think he's Kante right now, people. You know what I'm saying? Move him.
I would
Move him.
have Lampard.
Everyone's
Yeah.
just confused. That's all it is.
Kesh, have you had your move yet?
No, I'm not.
Go on, Kesh. You can have your move. You can move any player anywhere you want.
Go on, save him. Let me know.
He's going for Henry.
Nah, he's probably gonna go for Vieira.
I'm gonna go for Sol Campbell.
Sol Campbell.
I'm gonna go for Sol Campbell.
Where are you moving him?
I'm gonna move him to GOAT.
Spurs fans in the mud.
Do you know what I'd say though?
goat.
You know what I'd say about Sol Campbell, which is again when we get into the debate from these players, it's hard. So people don't. Again, it's harder for the kids. Harder for the kids watching. Any 25 years old and younger, you won't know. Sol Campbell between 2002 and 2005, he was the best centre back in the world. There is no shadow of a doubt. Prime, you can do that. You were a baby, bro.
He was.
Man.
You're muted, Prime.
Listen,
He was.
I agree with you.
Hold on.
I'm not gonna, and he's better than Van. Listen, he's better than Van Dijk. I'm gonna say it right now. He's better than Van Dijk.
The League Gunner makes sense for Arsenal fans. The Invincibles are not even Arsenal's best Premier League winning team. 08, 02, 04, and he's absolutely right.
Right, he is.
I'm not saying it is, but
no, and I get that. The Invincible crown kind of just it masks over a lot of things. And it's a good achievement, but winning 2 trophies in a season has to trump going unbeaten. It has to.
Of course.
Ashley Cole moving to jail.
That's a salty Liverpool fan anyway.
Allow
See you later.
Cashley.
If Arsenal lost one game in the league that season, how high would that league season be in terms of?
I think if they lost one game that season, let's say it was I don't know, in February or something, they wouldn't have been playing to not lose, and they would have ended up with say 95, 96 points.
Can I say something though? Can I say something? If we would have beat Manchester United the season before, we would have had 3 in a row. Let's be honest.
But you didn't.
Let's be real. The season before that, no. Cut the crap, guys. Let's be real. If the season before, stop the bench. Stop. I'm bringing a serious point here. Now,
say your point.
Season before the Invincible season, when we lost that title to Manchester United, if we would have beat Manchester United, let's be honest, guys, and we would have got those 4. All we needed was 4 points. If we won that game, it would switch the whole tie. We would have won that title. And you know what? It would be 3 titles in a row for Arsene Wenger. It would have been Invincible. Wouldn't be what's spoken about. It would have been spoken about the fact that we won 3 in a row.
Well, I'm going to repeat what AJ just said.
If some buts.
Wait,
you
just said.
Where's the 3rd title, though?
Stop. Prime, I'm sorry to be rude to you, brother. You're in such an echoey room. As soon as you shout, honest, I don't know what's going on. Hey, go on, Maria Williams.
I didn't start with the if, buts, and maybe. Prime, you started with the if, buts, and maybe.
Stop. I lost track of what you said. What did you say about winning it 3 times on the bounce?
What I said was, if you say, oh, what if we didn't win one of those draws? Would this season be spoken about as highly? I'm going to throw it back at you. What if we would have beat Manchester United the season before and we would have got 3 titles in a row? Based on the fact that we only lost by 4 points. If we,
but where would the 3rd title have gone?
No, but I get your point. But I suppose what Prime was saying, and I got his point, was if you'd have just lost one game that season, would any Arsenal fan hold just winning the Premier League over winning double? I think he's right. I don't think you would have done. It's that title of going unbeaten. I think it's a fair move. Comment here says, move Makelele up. How many players have a position named after them in the world football? He left Madrid and they couldn't win the league for years. I can't move Paul Makelele up, bro, because he's in the top category unless somebody spends £50 to create one. I've got to respect people all week that have been paying for that. But thank you for the super chat, my brother. It means a great deal to us here. Daniel here says,
Yes,
get
Daniel.
Lampard in GOAT
Yes, bro.
and move the Arsenal player out. Well, there's no move. There is no move. Arsenal player move out because Campbell's already been moved back down by Maria Williams. Maria Williams is on that there. So we'll move it back. We're going to put Lampard back in GOAT because you've spent so much money, Daniel, today. Thank you very much. He's backing his players there. He wants to win that way.
If you're to speak about who had, out of the 2 seasons, who had the best season out of all the players, Lampard had the best season out of all the players. Out of all the players, he did. He did. He was second in Ballon d'Or
as well. Check and Terry.
Hang on. No, in fairness, Thierry Henry came second the year before as well. And actually,
in that season, where did he?
No. See, in
that season,
let me just say, I disagree with you because when Henry came second, there was outrage. It was like, how did he not win it? That was the view of the majority of football fans globally. Was how did Henry not win it? He should have beaten Ronaldinho to it. When Lampard, Nedved. Sorry, I was reading 2008. It was like, how did he not win it? When Frank Lampard came second, there was an element of like, oh, he comes second. It was more of a shock that he came second. Like remembering the reaction at the time, that's how it felt, in my opinion, anyway.
I'm pretty sure Henry came third that season, or he did. He wasn't even in the race. We're talking about that season, though. That season. Forget about the season before. We're talking about based on these.
Okay, but remember, I know what you're saying, but remember, the Ballon d'Or is a calendar year. So it's 2003. It starts from one season and covers over to the next. So Henry, in 2003, where did he finish? Second. And then 2004, I'm not sure where did he finish 2004?
I think he might have been third, or he wasn't in it. I can't remember. I think he was third. I'm not sure.
So I'm about to say, so even across the 2003-2004 season,
this doesn't work.
he covered Lampard, whereas Lampard for maybe just a year of 2004, which covered the 2004-2005 season. I don't know.
Monster. Like, let's be serious now. Thierry Henry is the best foreign player that the Premier League's ever seen.
I say Cristiano Ronaldo,
but Yo, Ronnie, he had one season. Not just one. I'm saying he had that one season where he was like literally the best player in the world. And then in the rest of the seasons were him building up to that. You know what I'm saying? He was him, and they were good. Thierry Henry, though, when he was here, fam. When he was here, like, come on.
Yeah, but I get your point on that. Look, Thierry Henry's career lasted longer. I'm happy for Thierry Henry to get it, but I don't like how you described that. Because in the sense of, you can't discount Ronaldo that he spent sort of 18, 19, 20 years of age learning his trade. Henry done that and struggled prior, came in an older player. If you'd have brought Ronaldo to the league
at that age,
07, he was at that level, and he came in and did 3 or 4 seasons at that level, you wouldn't remember the building up stage. It would have just been he hit the ground running. It's like with Drogba.
Yeah.
A lot of Drogba's in the lower categories in this. It took him a couple of years to pick up a steam and find his feet. Henry deserves it, but I think the best overall player I give to Ronaldo.
Not even close.
The best overall career in the Premier League. I think Henry's there. But there are other players as well, like in terms of impact, didn't score as many goals. But I don't like to discount what Eric Cantona did for Manchester United. For an import, absolutely unbelievable as well. And then we always disrespect Alan Shearer in this. Like, I always feel like Alan Shearer doesn't get the mention. I was saying earlier on another stream, right? If Alan Shearer was alive now, I think football hipsters would say, aside from goals, what else does he do? I feel like that's what they'd say about him.
You know why, Terry? You know why, Terry? I think it's simply because he only won one Premier League. Yeah. If he moved to Man United instead of going to Newcastle, we talk about him.
Can you imagine?
I think it's really that.
Can you imagine how many goals that guy would have got at Man United? You got to remember, he was banging him in for Newcastle.
It was a goal magnet, wasn't he, with his head? Just boom. Top corner every time.
Inside the box.
That's why there's not a lot of City players who get spoken about in the same breath as a lot of these guys are talking about now, because they just don't have the fan base to carry them.
Yeah, Aguero should be in the conversation, really and truly, but he won't be. But you know what, Terry? Wait, for the propaganda, yeah? Ronaldo, the greatest foreign player to ever grace the Premier League, and that, you know what I'm saying? For the prop and that. Let's go, baby.
I think so.
I'm
I think
confused.
so.
You change your mind
Definitely up
already.
there.
He's got to be, anyway.
But anyway, like we were talking about the overrated Arsenal Invincibles and their fake gold trophy that they made. Do you know what I mean?
No, we didn't make
Put
it.
it this
We
way,
didn't make
they're
it.
definitely invisible. They're definitely invisible these days. You don't even see
You
them.
didn't make
Sorry
it.
about that.
You made it.
Listen,
You don't even have the trophy anymore, bro.
You made it.
No,
He
they
said they
did
got
a
a trophy
replica
anymore.
for Arsenal.
You gave it to Wenger when he
No,
retired.
that was a replica.
that was a replica.
You gave it
mate.
to Wenger when he
That was a
retired.
replica.
Even me as a
Did not
daughter
make
It was
now.
a replica. It weren't
Wait,
actually.
so you guys were that cheap that you got a fake trophy for your greatest ever manager? That's
Yeah.
what's
What?
wasteful, fam.
What are we gonna
The
give it
Premier
to?
League did not make a gold trophy, bro.
Yes, they
You
No.
made it yourself.
No, we did not.
Yes, you did. You
Well,
went to
I
the
don't have a
jewelers,
reference, you know.
yeah, gave
We
them
did.
some gold bars, told them to mold one for you, innit? Stop it, bro.
All right.
Stop.
You know what? That
Ashley
actually.
Cole's been moved back up into the GOAT category by my guy here with his donation. There we go. Lampard's been moved down just because I decided to move Lampard. And not play
Not
Liverpool.
the Premier League.
Do you know what's crazy, right? There's a whole generation now of people even come on the Terrace who are not old enough to remember the Invincibles. They're not old enough. They're the Invisibles now. Nobody knows.
Yeah, they
They're
are
the
actually. It's
Invisibles.
Yeah. Have we
Since they got
discussed
that name.
Have we discussed which of the two managers were better?
Ah, it's Mourinho by far.
Jose.
It's not even close.
Nah.
Jose.
Wenger was a very, very good
Jose,
manager,
man.
Monster.
Stop
You're
it.
avoiding it.
He was a
Monster,
very
you're
good
taking
manager.
the mic, man.
Stop it, bro. Stop it. Mourinho came and dominated Wenger, bro. Like, he
Not at that point,
dominated
though.
him,
We're
bro.
talking about at that
If this
point,
was
yes,
a boxing
dominated.
match, he knocked him
Yes.
out in the first round, bro. I didn't even break a sweat. It's not even close. He came to the Premier League at Wenger's best, where Wenger was at his absolute best.
And he schooled him and broke
He
all
never
his
hanged. He never hanged around though. That was Mourinho's biggest problem. Wenger was always the
He
one up
didn't
there
need
with
to.
with
He
Fergie,
didn't
bro.
need to.
You know
He
what I
just
mean?
came,
So-
spanked Wenger, and got out of it. That's all he needed to do. And he came back. He came back and spanked him again.
You mean you got
Jose came in, right?
Man came back for seconds.
Jose came in with the same playing field that Arsene Wenger was in, and he left with more wins, more goals scored, more clean sheets, more points, less draws, less goals conceded, went further in the UCL and won an extra trophy.
Okay,
on
but
top.
guess
These
what?
two are
But guess
not the
what, though?
same.
But guess what though? Mourinho envy Wenger because of how he's accepted by everyone. He's always wanted that. He ain't got that love. You can
Well,
win
he's
everything,
envy.
yeah, but he ain't got that love.
He
He
had that
lost
love
it.
first spell
I'd
at
rather
Newcastle.
be a winner.
Wenger is not accepted by everyone.
I'd rather be a
Wenger is
winner.
not accepted by everyone. You chased your manager out.
I'd
Listen,
rather
we-
be a winner.
Doesn't matter.
I'd rather be a
That's
winner.
us. We're fans chasing the manager out.
Mate, you're a goat
Listen,
when you grow up.
Mourinho didn't even spend half the time Wenger spent in the Premier League. I'm sure he spent like a quarter of the time and won the same amount of Premier Leagues as him, bro. Like,
Wait, Monster.
Wenger's only beat him once.
Stop.
Do we
Wenger's
agree?
only had one
Do
win
we
against
agree?
this guy.
Do we agree that Mourinho underachieved? Because with that Chelsea side, how come you didn't get to one final? You lost a Benitez.
Ghost goal in the
Not even
offside,
Champions
that's
League.
why. The
No,
ghost
no,
goal
no,
in
no,
the
no.
offside.
What are you talking about?
See, I love it.
What are you
I
talking
love
about?
it. I love this goal
Goal
talk. I love this goal talk because if the goal wasn't given, Petr Cech would have been sent off, and you would have had a penalty because he fouled Milan Barros before Luis Garcia.
But
It
then
wasn't
there's
a
the big
goal.
question.
It wasn't
Penalties,
a
do they go in or do they
hold
not?
on.
You would have been down to
Leeds,
10 men, and they probably would have scored 1-0 in the first 5 minutes.
Mourinho won.
Oh, you would have been down
Hold on,
10 men
Leeds.
for 85
Mourinho
minutes.
won.
That's the word.
Leeds.
It's
Still would have won.
probably.
Hold
You
on.
would have been. You would have won. Get out of there.
Yeah, we still had Kudachini. Let's not like
Ten
Kudachini.
men.
Kudachini was a sick goalie.
Rafa.
Not this Kudachini,
Rafa.
man.
He
Guys,
was alright. He was alright.
guys, please all stop shouting because you're all making good points, but no one can hear you because you're all shouting.
Mourinho, yeah, won the Champions League already with a team that was not even as good as Arsenal's Invincibles.
Yeah.
He has 2 Champions League titles, yeah, 2.
Just to underestimate that Porto team, though.
Hang on. We've also there's been a new
No,
category created. There's been a new category created by myself. We're going to reveal it to you now, and there it is. Better than both.
Oh
And then
my
you can hear, treble winners in there. That's been created. Better than both.
Someone pay and put it in jail. Put
There
it
we
in jail.
Better than both have been created. There we go. Just so you all know, it's been done. I just had to get that out there. So, yeah, Joe, I love listening to these debates about Mourinho or Wenger. I just sit there and I'm like, we just know none of you can touch my guy, Fergie.
Yeah, true. It's true.
That's
Yeah.
what I love about it. It's like the treble thing. When everyone
Yeah.
talks about best team, best season, all you have to just do is go treble, and it just shuts everyone up. It's amazing. It's brilliant.
Mourinho's got
Yeah.
a treble. Mourinho's got a treble.
Yeah, not any
Your
club.
team, your team, and that's why I get like I've been. You know, we talk about the revision. We talk about a lot about in the show about like revising history. I've seen a lot of it in the last 12 to 18 months from certain publications and journalists. When you do your digging, you find out they support rivals of Man United, playing down how good the '99 team were. Playing that Man United legends that they kind of talk about. Oh, I weren't really that good a footballer. He was a bit lucky. This guy was more. You sort of like they're trying to like play down how good those teams were. I find it so strange that they're doing that. Like this team but then all the teams around them that they beat to titles, they praise up like they're sort of messiahs and godly teams. It's like all the team you're calling overrated, slap them. You know, as great as that Chelsea team were, 05, 06, leading up to that. They then got caught by Man United and slapped 3 years running.
Terry, let's not go too deep. I'm sure we've got a Man United show coming soon, so let's not give them everything.
No, it's true. It's true. No, we've got some of these more of these shows on the horizon soon. We're doing Man United's 1999 team versus Liverpool's Champions League winning team in 2019.
That's easy.
Guys, we've got a real good one coming up with Chelsea's Champions League winning team versus. Sorry, it's Liverpool's Champions League winning team in 06 versus 05 versus your Champions League team. Your one and only. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to do somewhere we do all the Premier League strikers, all the Premier League midfielders, all the Premier League centre back. We're going to do quite a few of these on the way. But the big one I'm looking forward to is when we rank the Football Terrace hosts and presenters and contributors. So you're all going to get your rank. You're getting ranked by the viewers. And you've got to rank each other. So I'm going to give you someone to rank, and you're going to rank them. So I'll be like, Monster, rank. You've got to do it. You can only do it. You can only do it if you're not soft. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've also noticed, Prime, you've taken off Deirdre's glasses.
He changed. Oh yeah, he changed. My man switched glasses.
Wait, have you noticed how Prime's not wearing his infamous green hoodie, fam? You know what I'm saying? Or that green jumper, fam.
Ninja Turtle. That's what I call it.
Man's got his.
He finally put it to one.
Man's got them
more glasses than the Invincibles had trophies.
Oh, God.
And if you've never seen what Deirdre looks like, I'll show you, Prime. Deirdre Barlow, she was Deirdre Rashid for a while. This is what she's looking like. These are the glasses. That's what we're saying, bro. Deirdre Barlow. There she's at. There's old Deirdre. There she is. She's dead.
Yeah.
She's at. There's a lot more. Look at them. That's more like your ones. Them ones. You're wearing, bro.
Mad.
You had them specs on, my brother. There we go. But listen, guys, I enjoyed that. It was a little less fighty than I thought it'd be. Comment here says, as a neutral, Man United 99 season was unbeatable. I respect this channel. Keeps me happy and not thinking bad thoughts. Big up yourself, Daniel. Don't think bad thoughts. So you got to hang on a minute. Ndombele is here because he gal. I will be coming for you. Hashtag deluded pundit. Terry, put that song on. All right, bro. We'll play the song for your super chat.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I need a girl to ride. I need a girl to make my wife. I need a girl who's mine, oh mine. I need a girl in my life. I need a girl to ride. I need a girl to be my wife. Nobody else, she's all mine. I need a girl.
Yeah.
My
Yo, I'm internationally known on the microphone.
Right, I clicked on that button and that played another different clip. There we go. Listen, everyone who's tuned in, a massive thank you to each and every single one of you. Please hit the like buttons and share buttons. Tonight, though, 9 p.m., another show for you. We've got 2, maybe 3 Leeds fans coming on. Leeds. Against the Arsenal contingent, previewing their massive... I actually think it's the biggest game this weekend because I think... someone asked me last night if I could pick, if God gave me access to control the world and say, pick one result this weekend, but not Man United to win, what would it be? And it would be Arsenal to lose. Mainly to see this man's face because the reason why I want him to lose is Man said, trust the process. We're back. And it could be 5 losses out of 9 games. But it's the narrative. It's the narrative. And I put this out there. The narrative
it's not personal.
losing to big and really good teams, but to lose to Villa and Leeds back to back will just be. I would almost take Man United losing just to see Arsenal lose this weekend. That's how
Give me more Arteta slander, please.
So there we go. So 9 p.m. tonight, we're live back on the Football Terrace in a couple of hours' time. So make sure you're tuning in. Hit that like and share button for us right now. Everyone who's tuning in.
Super chat, Terry.
Oh, is there another super chat?
Couple of them, yeah.
Oh, sorry. So, here we go. It says Wenger bought French Renaissance for Arsenal. Arteta's already killed Saliba and Guendouzi. We are robbed in 2006 World Cup final. Makelele and Vieira deserved the World Cup. Oh, you're French. I get it. Now, when he said we were robbed, I was like, I swear England weren't in that final. I couldn't help it. Makelele and Vieira deserved the World Cup. Very, very true. I love Makelele. He just, as you say, when a position is named after you, like you're the absolute best. Let's take a final look here of actually no, I've stopped sharing it. That's why I can't. That's the wrong button. Let me reshare the screen again, and we'll do a final look.
Final super chat from Maria.
Oh, is there one more? She put another super chat in. There we go. That's the final look here.
Maria 50.
Disgraceful.
That's already been done, but it stays on for ages.
Oh, okay.
No, it was the 5 for Maria that was missed.
No, I moved Sol Campbell back. She asked me to move Sol Campbell back, and she did. There we go. That's it. We have Claude Makelele and Frank Lampard in GOAT. We have world-class positions for Petr Cech, John Terry, and Ashley Cole. Theoretically, 5 Chelsea players, really.
Beautiful.
We've got 2 spaces missing in top class, but we've got Laurent, Carvalho, and Perez in good. Duff, Torre, Gallas, Silva, Gilberto Silva, that is, I can't remember his name, Joe Cole, Robin, in overrated, Ferreira, Lehmann, Freddie Ljungberg, and Thierry Henry, and then in jail, you guys placed in jail, Patrick Vieira, Didier Drogba, Dennis, I can't go on aeroplanes, Bergkamp, and the Judas Sol Campbell, who did, of course, do Tottenham, absolutely scandalous. Do me a bit. And listen, we didn't vote that. That is what the viewers ended up doing. Super chats count. Until next time, people, take care of yourselves. Goodbye. God bless. And we'll see you